My friends, how are you today? This is probably the most tired version you will see of the Rideshare professor, right? We, Big Rich is in the house. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. So, yesterday was a very, very interesting day. I had no idea what was coming our way. I had no idea that apparently, and Kevin the Apptrepreneur is going to cover this in his feed, that they hired, and I'm saying this very, very carefully here, that they hired a bunch of people, $100 a piece, to stand up there, assemble themselves very quickly on the steps at the state capitol. Apparently they were paid $100. One person came forward and said, listen, I want to remain anonymous, but we got paid for this. Uber, if you are paying someone for their vote, even if you're hiring an outside company, and I say this carefully, I'm not accusing or not alleging that they're doing this, right? But if these facts are true, that vote doesn't count. Those votes, if they were paid for, will not count in a petition if you submit it to the politicians to try and influence that bill. Good morning, Ram Jam Ram. So I'm sure you followed Kevin's feed or my feed yesterday, or Dave's feed, or Thomas's input. We left at like 4 a.m. We got up to Sacramento, 10:30 a.m. The whole paid party by them, t-shirt party, pizza party by Uber, started at 11:45. And a lot of aggression. We were faced with a lot of aggression. I think these guys were paid just the way they were acting. They had a pitch. Anytime you try to approach them, they had a pitch. They would try and sort of fend you off. You're not part of our group. You don't represent us. No, I say, hey, we're YouTubers. We cover all sides. We cover all sides. We're interested in your side. We're interested in his side. We're interested in her side, right? So, we were met with a lot of aggression. There were people ready to rumble there, right? There were two guys almost going at it. And sort of in a strange way, I wish he had picked the fight with me and actually wanted to rumble. I was ready to rumble because some of these people were just acting like jackasses. They really were. And the couple of Uber people that I singled out when I went up to them and I said, I'd like to have a conversation with you, sir. I know you work for Uber. No. No, thank you. Not interested. And they avoided me. And we literally had a couple of people follow us around, right? I'm never paranoid, but I tell you, there were two people all like suited up, following us around constantly, checking what we were doing with our live feeds. When we went into the Capitol, when we were walking around filming them. I'm also gonna do a video where I went up to the counter and they had no idea that my camera was running, and I filmed this lady and I said, listen, what is this all about? If you give the signature here, what do? Do you sign your life away? What promises are you making? Have you put pen to paper? Have you agreed on something in writing for us drivers? No, these are the things that we intend to do for you, and these are the things that you're going to see in the bill, and just sign here, we'll give you a t-shirt. Boy, aggressive sale to get these guys to sign up. And listen, I don't care where anybody stands on this, right? Whether let me rephrase this. Obviously, I do care that you have a voice and an opinion, right? But whether you want to stay an independent contractor, if you're really striving for employee status, I think something in the middle would be the solution. I don't think that employee status is the solution, and that the shitty conditions that we currently have is the solution, right? And that's what I was trying to tell these people. They said, oh, you coming up here? This event was not meant for you. And I said, what? This is a rally. I can show up. This is the the Capitol State building. I can be in there just as you can be. It was them trying to force their opinion down our throats, and we were not going to have it. Kevin was not going to have it. Dave was not going to have it. I was not going to have it. We truly showed up neutral, wanting to talk in a sort of the most diplomatic way we could. Be diplomats for everyone. So I wanted to share that update with you. Then when we were in the Capitol, I called one of my best friends, you can look him up, Senator Rodney Ellis. He's from Texas. And I said, Senator, is there anybody that we can see in the Capitol that I can maybe set up a meeting? And he says, Torsten, my friend, short notice, no, but I'll get you a person that'll actually meet with you, a politician, right? So I'm going to set that up. And again, I'm going to invite my 3 friends, my 3 amigos that traveled up with me yesterday. How much fun to form friendships through YouTube, right? I can call Thomas a true friend. I can call Dave a true friend now. I can call Kevin a true friend. And not everyone has to agree with everything they say. And I don't sometimes agree with everything they say. But friendships, family in the rideshare world are more important. Us sticking together. And that's what we showed in true gentleman form yesterday. We put our best feet forward for you guys, for all of you. And it was remarkable, right? So then, then I get into the state capitol. I see this group again with their t-shirts, the independent people. Again, somebody came forward and said that they were paid $100 to show up there, right? So if you have 200 people, I counted 200 people in t-shirts, that probably around about $20,000 if it's true. Free pizzas, water, give or take, the party cost them $30,000. I'm just saying if it is true, right? And then obviously the media there set up on a stage. So you can't really get to the media. It was really well thought out that anybody that came there to oppose, who had a different opinion, or to try to just report on it, was not welcome. Who was welcome with a few cameras set up on stage, their own stage for Uber, and then their message. And their message was not that, this is the most striking thing, that all those people that were handpicked to speak on behalf of Uber, on behalf of Postmates, they never once attacked the company and said, your conditions suck, right? Your pay sucks. What you're doing for us right now sucks, right? And this is what we were trying to get across. I say, you seriously are saying that you're doing so well in your job, you want to keep your independent job, but you have never used the words, I'm looking for a pay increase, I'm looking for a rate increase. I didn't hear that once. Every single one of those guys, if they were paid, what they did is they struck the emotional chord. The one lady said, well, my child suffers from asthma, so I need the flexibility. The next guy said, I have PTSD, I was in the army and that, I need the flexibility. The next guy, every single one of them wanted to strike an emotional call inside of you. Now, I feel for the mother that has an asthmatic child, but don't play that card here. The card that you need to play is, hey, pay. Play the pay, right? Where is the pay? Nothing, not one. So it was, to me, very, very obvious. Hired crowd, hired message, and they did not want to interact with YouTubers. So we took it to them. I marched into the Capitol. I started knocking on rooms. I got into their group and they say, hey, you're not part of our group. You're not welcome here. This is the independent group that was hired here by Uber. You're not part of us. And I said, excuse me, assembly lady. She's a politician. I said, these guys have a voice. I also have a voice. When can I set up a meeting? So they were very offish. They didn't want to talk to us. They didn't want to talk to the politicians are just afraid when cameras are around. They're just afraid that they'll say the wrong word. They're like chicken shit sometime, right? So I called my friend Senator Ellis. I'm going to set up another meeting in Sacramento with people that he knows. My client here in Los Angeles is the Attorney General, good friend of mine, Robert McKim. if I already mentioned the name, so I'm not like letting the cat out of the bag. He is the Attorney General, right, or the Deputy Attorney General. And I said, and he's in Sacramento all the time. And I said, I need to speak to these people. I want to let politicians know that drivers need to be at the table, right? And he goes, yeah, I agree with you. They should be. And let me see what I can facilitate. Let me see if I can make a couple of phone calls on your behalf, right? Now, I always take care of their family. I always go the extra mile for these individuals. I help wherever I can. I have dinners with them. So I felt like, hey, calling a favor was not a bad thing, right? And I was really, now my dear friend, Senator Ellis, he's like a friend. I can ask him and I can talk about anything to him. So I want him to set me up a meeting with maybe with a senator, if I ask, hey, I want a meeting maybe with Kamala Harris or something like that, I'll get it because he's a senator and he'll do that for me as a friend. I've known him for 26 years. The other guy might get me through to someone in the transportation department. I want to hear from those folks who represent, Republicans and Democrats and independents. What's your game plan here with this whole employee status, independent contractor status? Does the state really need the taxes, the money? Or are you talking to lobbyists? Or is Uber or Lyft trying to butter you up, right? I did not like the orchestrated. It was like a Broadway show yesterday that was well thought through. Hey, everybody on the state capitol stairs, we're going to start filming. Now, usually something like that is chaos and it takes a couple of minutes. They were aligned, prim and proper, 4 levels deep. Within 2 minutes, it was already orchestrated. 1 minute later, the key speaker started speaking. 3 minutes later, he started introducing the individual. This was well planned out, folks. Well planned out. And for those people, I'm not disrespecting them that they showed up. I would hate it if it's true that they took $100 to show up. One person told Kevin on camera, right, that they were paid. And how can you collect names at a rally where let's say most of them are paid? If this is true, this is disgusting shit, my friends. This is unbelievable. This is the stuff we needed to report on. This is why we were called up there, right? So on the way up, we had a lot of interesting discussions about, hey, what are the opportunities in the rideshare business? Can you still make money? We all came to the conclusion that you can still make money. Then my one friend started reporting on the Comfort Ride, this new Comfort Ride that they're having out, which is really, truly more for, sorry, I just got a text. The newer mid-sized cars where you have more leg room, right? They're going to charge more. Nice creative ways for Uber to make more money. Nice creative ways for Uber and Lyft to get a lot of marketing. But how much of that money flows back to us? Kyle, you're a legend. I appreciate you. So how much of that, not unbelievable, we're dealing with Uber. That's what he said. You're right. He's right. It is. It's not unbelievable because we're dealing with them. Anything is possible in the Uber world. Anything is possible in the Lyft world, right? So this day was long yesterday. We set out at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. I got into my bed at 1 a.m., right? This morning. So I drove up 7 hours back. I was driving for 14 hours, then did that rally in the sun. And then guess what? I have 3 trips this morning, private, starting at 4 a.m. So some like now 37, 38 hours later, 2 hours of sleep, but I'm $700 up. Am I complaining? No. Was it a great day? Yes. Did I really solidify my friendship with these people? Yes. So I can tell you, follow multiple YouTubers. Follow Dustin, follow Kevin, follow Dave, follow all of these people because they have your back, right? And anytime you just pop into a room, leave a message or a suggestion, or pop into the other live stream, leave a message, leave a suggestion, you're getting the word out there. You're helping all of us to help you, right? What's up, Jay? How are you? I'm seeing some messages pop up here. I am literally, I would say, 3 coffees and 2 Red Bulls into the morning yesterday, probably to make it through the day. I was looking at 4 or 5 Red Bulls. Did I live healthy the last 38 hours? No. But what had to be done, what the warriors, the troops, the greatest of all time drivers, all of us goats, goat life, goat drivers, all of us needed to do this, right? So the only true disappointing thing at the end of the day, Kevin shows me the footage and he's going to make a phenomenal video on this. Dave's going to make a phenomenal edited video on our day yesterday, is somebody stepped forward and said that they were paid to show up at that rally, get the shirt and that. If that is true, that needs to be spun in the media. That needs to be a press release, right? Because that'll put such tremendous pressure on Uber if it comes out. So what I am challenging any person yesterday that got a pizza and a free t-shirt, if it is true that you were paid $100 to show up at the rally and face the cameras, I will match that $100, right? The first person that steps forward that shows me that $100 went into the account from this organization, which was hired by Uber, if it is true, right? So we're not alleging that this did happen. If this is true and you can show me the money, show me the trail of the money that this organization paid you $100, I will match it with $100 right now. Eduardo, it was awesome meeting Eduardo. What a character. To see him live, I see him in my live stream. To meet these people live, there is nothing better, man. Looking them in the eye, shaking their hands. Eduardo, you're a legend. Love you, my friend. So that's what it's about, right? And then on the 24th, like I said, I'm going to be in Vegas again. I want to shake hands, give hugs to good people, to goats, to greatest of all time drivers, right? Felix Goles, I think everybody knows it's scripted. Yeah, it was scripted, my friend. It was scripted. I'm now heading in for my 4th trip today, 4th private trip, right? Does Street Teams get a phone app? It's all coming. Kyle, hang in with us. We're 3 weeks into this. We launched Street Teams and we got the GOAT funding platform up, and we're working on the GOAT app, the rider and the driver app. And I am sadly having this guy, Gregory Padril, Trash Goat, try to extort $10,000 out of me by registering names and trying to have me buy it back from him. Goat, it's not going to happen. My attorneys are filing a lawsuit and I will be serving the company Trip. And I may exclude Trip from the lawsuit, but this guy is not playing an ethical game with me, right? This Padril guy. To take someone's belongings and then say, hey, you can have your belongings back. You can have your brand, your name back. You can have this channel, but you got to pay me. It's called extortion, buddy. I hope this guy understands the legal world. I don't think anybody has ever tracked the guy down or tried to serve him. I do that well. I know how it works. So, I'm excited to see you in court. I really am. Doesn't matter if you're in Miami. The fraud, the slander was done in Los Angeles. It'll get filed in Los Angeles. It'll get served in Orange County. And then I want you to fly out to that court date and tell us why you did this. Why are you trying to extort GOAT, right? Not a good idea. So I'll give you some good advice. Remove all of those false, to go on to rip-off report and to make false reports. Not cool, right? If I'm doing business with people and they see that on that website, what you are faking, what you're putting out there, what you are slandering me on, and that costs me a deal, you might end up paying $500,000 for me losing that deal. So think something through, man. Use your business brain. Don't use that criminal mind, right? The criminal mindset to try and extort monies out of goat. It's going to backfire, my friend. It's going to hurt Trip. I will draw whoever I need to into a lawsuit to get results. There's a thing in the legal world called DOES, DOES, 1 to 50, DOES 1 to 100. You attach names, you attach defendants. I know the drill, baby. I will do it. So Jay and Aiden's Lego Adventures, when do they vote on AB5? Some people said today. I don't think it's today. I think there's a meeting today, and they will, I think, try and vote on this in August. It may be vetoed, and then they might try to come up with some wording or with a legal agreement so that it doesn't go to a vote, so that both sides have a binding agreement that suits the company, of course, that suits the state because they want to make some money. But will it suit the drivers? This is the big one. Will it suit the drivers, right? And this is why we need to be at the table. This is why we went up. I want to briefly jump back to this comfort mode. No, we're hopping around a little bit today. One thing, the one thing I didn't like, and I've expressed this in the first one, is obviously the shut up and drive mode, the quiet mode. Now I also see that they've extended this to more than a dozen states. They're extending the quiet mode. Listen to this, to Uber Pool, to UberX. Obviously, it started with Uber Black, and they are extending it to XL. What does that mean? When they ran their beta test sorry, why do phone calls have to come in right now? But they obviously tested this, and they saw that this is making money, this comfort mode. So now they're rolling it out in all variations in different states, right? I put a thumbnail up there to show you the different price points. My guess is that the comfort ride is going to be somewhere between an X and an XL price. That's just my guess. But apparently you get to select like I said before, the temperature, whether the driver should shut up. The one thing I do like, I hope when people choose me, which they're going to benefit from, is the happy to chat mode. Happy to chat mode. I just ordered a comfort ride and I want the happy to chat mode. I truly think humans have things to contribute to each other. Do you know what I mean? So, what was that? Share that with me. Somebody just said something. Let's see, where are the messages? There we go. Okay, now I'm seeing more of the messages. So yeah, DK just correctly said Uber Comfort is extra 20 cents per mile in DC. Big Rich says if they tell me to shut up, I'll pull over and kick them out. That's also one way of handling it, Big Rich. Absolutely. All right. But I would prefer they choose the happy to chat mode, because that's your chance to earn your tip. That's your chance to network. When you have the shut up and drive mode, I'm not allowed to speak. I guess they don't want to speak. Where's the chance of earning the tip? Where's the chance of, proud of you, Kyle. I served Uber and we go to small claims in August. Remember I told you, anytime you have crap going on, file it in small claims court and force it to mediation. Don't just swallow the nonsense that they say, hey, you know what, you deactivated for our reason. No, maybe it's a wrongful deactivation. Small claims court, $40, my friend. Small claims court, you can go up to $10,000 and represent yourself in pro per, which is Latin for in pro persona, which means you, the person, can show up and represent yourself in pro per. So when you're filing papers, just a little tip for you, if you're filing papers in a small claims court, your name, your address and everything, and then who's your attorney, it says there, you say in pro, like a professional pro, per, P-E-R, means I am appearing in person, Latin, right? do that. The next thing, it'll go to mediation. Isn't quiet mode a violation of our First Amendment rights? I mean, good point, right? Can they pay and force us to shut up? You know, how would that be perceived as an employee? How would that be perceived as an independent contractor? Interesting question, really interesting question. Got to take another slug of the coffee so I stay awake. Should be interesting to see if they come to my little town in Minnesota. Yeah. Retro Kudi, much appreciated, my friend. Uber to Uber, sharing the love. And I am sending the love straight back to you, right? The love and the support and the people in this channel are, it's hard to describe that relationship one has with all these people, right? It's like a family. It's like you're going out and you're protecting your bro, you're protecting your sis. That's how we showed up yesterday. And when we're driving up, that is sort of like what we discussed. You know, the channels are something personal. You form relationships with these individuals. And then to see the person come to you in true shape, in cellular form, and shake your hand and say, hey, I'm Eduardo. I'm so-and-so. I'm Jose. I'm Jacqueline. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. No, thank you for coming. Where did you just drive from? Oh, we came down from San Francisco. Another whole group came down from Chico, right? Ram Jam, you represent almost 20% of US rideshare drivers. If we all stick together, that percentage is very accurate, right? And I think we have a lot of collective power and a lot of collective bargaining power if all the YouTubers stick together, right? So and then, you know, we're driving back and now we have a 7-hour drive back. We know we're going to arrive at midnight, but we pumped up. We got the Red Bulls. We got the conversations flowing. And I'm like, hey, let's get Dustin in the car and call. So we called Dustin and we're having a long chat with Dustin, with all of us. Everybody's talking to each other. Helped me big time because another hour flew by, and when you're driving and you're talking, the trip feels like it's shorter. And it was good, man. Wasn't that great when at 2:30 a.m. my alarm goes off and I have to start picking up the first clients. And guys, please, if you know, I'm going to swing the camera right here because I'm going to go down to LAX. I have another 12:30 pickup, so I'm good. But just look over there, right? Look at the parking lot. I can tell you right there, there's one TCP, there's another TCP. Those are drivers like me waiting for private clients. Those are drivers like me who are going to pocket 100% of the fare. I truly encourage anyone and everyone that doesn't have their chauffeur or limo license to add that to your existing Uber and Lyft platform, right? Or if trip takes off in Miami drivers hopefully driving for Uber, Lyft, Trip, and private limo rides, private chauffeur. For me to go and have fun yesterday, and then from 4 a.m., 3:30, 4 a.m. this morning till about 12 to make another $700 plus tips, I'm happy. That's cool. Take a nice little nap this afternoon for 2 hours, pick up my kids, I can chill, go to bed early. So, you know, I still stick with my percentage, 70% privates, 30% Uber and Lyft, right? Independent thinker in the house. I love it. There he is. He was part of many of the phone conversations, right, Paul? Right, Paul? Paul would call in with us periodically. Why? Because he's a guy that cares. How's it driving? You're staying safe? Are you still awake? Where are you guys? How cool is that? How cool is that? So Retro says, man, yesterday was disappointing, although hanging out with you guys was entirely amazing. Thank you for insights, what you are possibly going. I want to know more, and we will share more. To me, yesterday wasn't disappointing because if you think of it as a couple of soldiers going on a reconnaissance mission, collecting data, and if you could use that intel, if it is true, as was shared in Kevin's live stream, that maybe some of these people were paid to show up there. I think it's very, very dangerous territory for Uber if money was flowing from Uber to a subsidiary company back to these individuals to get them there. Even worse, I'd like to look into the legalities of it. Can you get a vote or a signature in your petition and at the end of the day pay for it, right? We're not saying they did that. We're trying to find the truth. So the reconnaissance mission yesterday, I think, was successful. I'm not disappointed by yesterday's results. I was not surprised that we hit this hard resistance by these people, right? And I'm not surprised that the people want to stay independent contractors. I just think that the people that were there, it was maybe staged, rigged, fake, paid, who knows? And I'm all for it if they want to stay independent contractors, but they should be fighting as independent contractors, asking for better conditions and better money. None of them, not a single person. This is red flag, red flag, red flag. Once took the mic and said, I am not happy with my pay. I am not happy with the conditions. Not one. Out of the 10 speakers, not one single one did that. All they were doing is they're trying to defend their position of remaining an independent contractor. Understand that part. I am trying to defend my position of remaining an independent contractor. Here's my story. I respect that. But which part did you not get? Which part, the most important part, why did you leave it out? Why didn't you use that microphone as an opportunity to confront Uber and Lyft and say, hey, what you guys are paying us right now is not paying the bills. What you guys are doing with all these algorithms and scamming us 30 cents here and $1 here is not cutting it. Stop it. You know, take care of your drivers. Not one single person stood up there and said, Uber, Lyft, take care of your drivers. Stop the nonsense. That is sad. I find that very, very sad. JP Stone, how are you? They can pay for advocates. I did advocacy for other companies and they all get paid. I get that. They can pay for but can they pay for a vote? Right? Can you pay someone? Because those people lent their name to that bill. You can pay for advocacy. I agree, right? But can you pay for a signature? Can anybody clarify that part? Any legal eagle in the house that could shed some more light on that? That's the one side of the law that I'm not very well versed. I know business law very well, but like Vito Cruz, what is the GOAT? GOAT, we have Cranbourne, we have a couple of nasties. We've got to just shut them down. There we go. Boop, boop. Bye-bye. Get a little bit more creative with your... They know one word, you know. Just sad to see people like that, dude. Get a life. You're a paid goon. Just flushed you down the fucking toilet. Bye, goon. Bye, bot. Bye, troll. You know me, I have to have fun with the goons and the bots and the trolls sometimes. I can't just like quietly just flush them. I got to say something. Let the man talk, flush him down. Yeah, I mean, what do you achieve as a troll? And why do you have to repeat something 5 times? Like, why do you have to say the same word 5 times? Were you not heard as a child, right? Did you always have to say, Mommy, Mommy, Ma, Mama, Mommy, I want this. Maybe it has to do with the fact that you were never heard. So you got to repeat something 10 times. They have nothing better to do, dude. They could be out there making money. They could be out there volunteering. They could be out there, you know, cleaning up their neighborhood. They could be out there doing something constructive. However, they decide to come into a room and repeat hateful language over and over again, thinking they're going to achieve something. It's a waste of your seconds. It's a waste of your hours. It's a waste of your day trying to unload toxic energy. Go and turn that into something big, into something positive. Go and turn that into money. Go and turn that into something good. Start a non-profit company. But please, for crying out loud, use that time. Trolling versus real time. Use it for something constructive in your life. Or were you put on this planet just to piss toxins all day long? I don't know. Better things to do with my 24 hours, right? Don't you guys agree? Exactly. Retro in the house. Marco, also about the pay mode and some more things they only said about independence. So for me, I feel like they were, yeah, exactly. You know, thank you, Marco, for saying that. You noticed that too. Rana, every time you go online, make someone a moderator who can check the chat. Listen, every day I'm learning something about live chats. I don't claim to be the master of live chats. I'm not, right? There's other people that have that title. But I enjoy it because you get like, here, I'm getting real feedback. When possible, explain me the GOAT app. Okay, GOAT is more like an a la carte app, right? It's like you don't just pimp yourself out as a driver to anything and everything, every dollar, every $2, every pool trip. No, it's more a la carte, right? It's more geared towards the drivers who take pride in being the greatest of all time. High ratings, safe drivers. There's Dewey Fishers in the house. How are you, brother? Good to see your name here. Thank you. He's got his emoji sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses at night so I don't. Dewey, you got your emoji sunglasses on. That's the one that I always use. I wear my sunglasses at night. No, Sam, the private driver. No, there's no bill that has passed it. They're still in the back and forth negotiating mode, right? Hey, there's the guy I buy the hey buddy, here's the guy I buy the cars from at the auction. I want to ask him when he's going to deliver my Chevy truck. Give me 1 second. Hey, I'm just going to ask the guy, the tow company that does the auctions. 1 second. How are you, my friend? Hey, quick question. When the cars that are on the 10-day lean, right? The 10-day, do they get delivered exactly 10 days after? Remember, you know the Chevy that I just bought? The blue Chevy, the 1963?
Oh, that's a nice one.
It's a nice one, right? Are 10 days later, you can pick it up, right?
Yeah, the following Friday.
The following Friday, so that would be the 12th.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm so excited.
How much did you get it for?
Huh?
How much?
I bought it for under 3,000. Yeah, it was a beautiful car. Appreciate you guys. I love coming there. Is that a Lyft driver? Did he?
You can't park here.
Can't park there, dude. You see, there's a Lyft driver who's just getting towed. I'll see you, huh? See you at the auction.
Next week, a lot of good cars.
Yeah, I'll go online. Good ones? I just got informed that there's a lot of good cars at the auction. This is my bro that gives me the lowdown on all the cars. He'll tell me, hey, stay away from that car. That car's good, this car. So I get the guys burritos, drinks, and they give me all the intel on the cars, and I buy the good cars, right? So he just towing a Lyft driver away because the Lyft driver is not supposed to park there, right? So that's wild. I just literally right now filmed, you guys caught this live, a Lyft driver just lost his car. Did you guys see the stickers in the window? He's gone. Sorry for that little excursion there, but the guy liked the Chevy that I bought, the 1963, and I'm going to pimp that baby out. That is going to be the official GOAT car. It's going to be my marketing car in blue, midnight blue and white. Yeah, I bought the Chevy 63. Gorgeous car. I think I showed you guys. I know the guys at the tow company. I don't like tow companies. I don't like what they stand for. But the bottom line is that all of these cars at the auction, if the plates if the plates are wrong, if they're not paying their tickets, or they repo cars, or if they're illegally parking, they get towed. And then the next thing you get hit, I don't know if anybody had the car towed. My car's been towed like 3 or 4 times in my lifetime, right? It costs you $300 for the towing fees. I'll send you the pic of the 63, Dewey. It is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. They'll charge you $300 for the towing fees, and then about $40 to $60 impound fees per day. So the one time I was in Hawaii, I came back and my car was in there for 7 days. So I'm looking at $300 towing fees and probably another $400 impound fees to get the car $700. A lot of people don't have that money right away. They just don't have access to that cash, right? And then their car disappears. That I find sad. And some of them buy it back at the auction. Some other people get the chance to buy those cars. So tow companies, don't really like them. But the drivers at the tow company, they know me. Like that guy, he recognized me, and I take care of them because I want the data. I want the intel on that car that was towed. Did it drive? Did the car start? Does it have a key? Does it go into first gear? Does it go into reverse? You know, I want to know that the car that I'm buying there is not a dud, is not a lemon. That is so wild. $500, says JP Stone, last time he was towed. Would be funny if the Lyft driver was watching the stream. Yeah, would be funny if the Lyft driver was watching the stream from Starbucks and seeing his car get towed, come running out. Maybe, do you need a special license to buy from the auction? Here, let me answer that question for you, Ram Jam Ram, because on a public auction, as this company operates as a public towing company, and the cars are displayed on a Tuesday at 9 a.m. All cars are sold by 1 p.m. at a public auction. The public can appear. At a dealership auction where you truly get better prices, you do. You get better deals at a dealership auction, but you got to have your dealer license, right? And I have a guy that buys on behalf of me at dealership auctions, and I personally show up at public auctions. There's a great public auctions right by the airport, LAX, where I'm sitting right now, and my car never got towed because I sleep in it. Rana, thank you for being honest. Like, yeah, they're not going to tow you if you're sleeping in your car, right? So, hey, I'm a rideshare driver. I got to save like some money here, and I'm sleeping in my car. You know, a tow driver's not going to screw you over on that one. So, good point. Cruz, let me know your opinion. I will. I'll get back to everyone. I do go through these feeds. But again, you know, just to recap there, we were covering a lot of stuff here today. We covered the comfort mode. We covered the shut up and drive mode. We covered the happy to chat mode. We covered what qualifies now as a comfort car. We were talking a little bit about the rates, that they're positioned somewhere between X and XL. We had a tow company come in, tow a Lyft driver away, which led us to public auctions, dealership auctions. I started the video talking about our Sacramento experience, and that I truly, at the end of the day, I have to report back today that I think this rally was staged, was paid for and staged. Okay. And anyone that did maybe perhaps get paid $100 for the attendance, I will match it, the first guy, $100, if you can show that this organization that was there, 200 strong yesterday, in fact, did receive $100 per person to pitch their pitch, right? You'll get $100 from me. Just show me proof. Send me the money trail, the deposit, the check, copy of the check. I know the name of the company. It was one phony rally, Dewey. Phony as phony could be, right? And I think a lot of those people, the intention is to remain an independent driver, and that I respect, but I think they were brought there under the wrong conditions, that they did not quite understand Uber's motives behind this rally. This was purely to show a very one-sided view, to definitely have the media there and try and shut up anybody else. No Uber person wanted to talk to me. Very aggressive. anyone at the organization there that I try to interact with. And we came with a very, very open arm, neutral approach, with a very diplomatic approach. All of us, we said, we are not going to start fights. We're not going to battle. If we can open doors, open doors, open doors. We were not there to shut doors, right? If that makes sense. Get the picture. So I'm now going to head over to LAX, pick up this last client, get them out to Calabasas, to my country out there, and then I'm going to go and pick up my little one from the basketball camp, and then I'm going to go to Club Duvet. I'm not going to go clubbing dancing. I'm going to go to Club Duvet. It's at the corner of Pillow and Blanket Street, the best mattress I own. I'm going to be sleeping, right? I truly, truly appreciate you all. I appreciate your input. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your questions. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your live chat contributions. Nothing but gratitude. And I want to extend that from my other brothers that were in the car for me. They were very grateful to have subscribers, because without you, how can we perform, right? Because to have subscribers in a channel draws in the next subscriber, oh, this guy has 15,000, this guy has 20,000, this guy has 30,000 subscribers, right? So they come in and they see, okay, that must mean something. I must be getting some sort of value out of that stream, right? And that's why I said to Kevin, there will always be haters. We love you back. Haters, we love you back. There will always be trolls. Trolls, we love you back, right? But you're not going to destroy our channel and what we stand for and who we're trying to connect with, right? So, Rana, thousands in tips from Professor Tips. Yeah, exactly. I had a guy come in there yesterday, I think it was the gentleman talking to, and say, hey, you know what? I earned thousands of tips more because I followed your advice. That's what we're here for. We're taking knowledge and we're sharing that pizza pie with everyone. It was you. Oh my goodness. I didn't catch the name. Rana. My apology. It was you. You came up to me, you shook my hand and you said, thank you. I've made thousands of dollar tips more because of following your advice. My friend, I salute you. Thank you for coming up to me, introducing yourself, Rana, shaking my hand. Wow, now I'm putting two together. Just I heard so many names yesterday that the name didn't immediately ring a bell. I apologize for that. I was tired. So, but there we were in that heat. And thank you for being there, Rana. Thank you for saying that. That made my day. That made my day. For you coming out now and saying, hey, I was there. And Eduardo saying, hey, I was there, shook your hand. Thank you for the people in Sacramento and San Francisco that actually physically came up to us, whether it was a hug, whether it was a handshake, whether it was a collaboration, whether it was photos that we took together. We stand for something, right? So united we stand, my friends. The rideshare drivers shall persist. The rideshare drivers shall drive this industry towards their victory. Keto's in the house. Good to see you, Ed. Afternoon. Got some latecomers here coming just as I'm going out. I got to go and get a private client numero 4 today. I've had 4 clients since 4 a.m. this morning in the 8-hour shift. $700 plus tips because of the fact that I went out and paid that $800 or $900 for my chauffeur, for my limo license, right? No regrets. The best thing I ever did. And more importantly, the best thing I ever did because the relationships that I formed with my clients are beyond, right? This morning to hang out with an NBA player on the way in, to talk all the way in to the airport, 1-hour trip, talking to an NBA player about everything, about our children, about the future, about politics. Doesn't get better than that, my friend. Money can't buy that shit, right? So, that's what I love about this business. Do I love my job? I love my job. Do I love my channel? I love my channel. Do I love my subscribers? I love my subscribers. So, Dragon Tomek, what was the advice? In reference to which topic? There was a lot of advice shared, right? We spoke about the comfort zone. We We spoke about the different settings. We spoke about Sacramento. Ask if you say, what was the advice? Don't throw a broad net. What was the advice on this specific topic so that I can give you a more qualified answer? I don't like broad generalizations. You know that, right? Let's laser point. I use a 750 or an Escalade, very seldom a Bentley, sometimes a Metris. Sometimes I will use cars that I get sponsored cars, so I mix it up. But I think I'm very loyal most of the time to the Suburbans and the Escalades, and occasionally the BMW, right? So yeah, and as you know, I'm a sucker for cars. I'm also a sucker for classic cars. Just bought a few classic cars, fixing them up. Off-road cars. I love cars. They're my toys, right? Boys and toys. Hello, RP and everyone. Abstract Echo in the house. Beautiful. Maybe we should, I can't really put the camera out while I'm driving, but I'm now going to head into LAX, right? What do we have here? Sergio Robles in the house. Hey, Sergio, are you close to In-N-Out? I'm right by the airport, brother. Are you there? If you are there, I might swing by quickly. If not, I'll see you another time, right? Real people that I meet in the field, on the street. Real stories. What was the result from yesterday? So a recap, it seemed very orchestrated, it seemed very staged, it seemed very fake. Apparently Kevin has someone and he's going to show it in the live feed, so everybody tune in to Kevin's feed tomorrow. He has someone saying that they were paid to be there. So if Uber is truly paying people to get their support, $100 a pop, apparently, right? We're not accusing of them. We don't have any hard evidence yet. I need to send checks or payments or deposits of $100 before I can say, hey, you know what? This is true. This is really true. It did happen. So it was very orchestrated. It was very one-sided. They did not like the YouTubers. And guess what? The Uber people, the Uber execs, middle management that was there, they did not want to talk to us. Cowards. Cowards of the 3rd degree. Cowards of the 4th degree. Cowards of the 5th degree. The one guy, I followed him, I said, excuse me, sir, you work for Uber, right? And he walked around a bush and he came back the other side. That's chicken shit, dude. You're afraid of a camera, you're afraid of a lens, you're afraid of taking a position. Cowards. We met a lot of Uber cowards there. I can't speak for the other organization because I need to get more info. But man, they had their speakers and they were pushing their cookie cut story, right? Blew me away how orchestrated this whole thing was, right? I'm going to move forward a little bit. Any LA driver will know this spot. Any LA driver, where I'm going to position myself for a few minutes. Got to just make sure the cops are not watching me. Boop, boop, boop. I want to show you something. Anybody have an E250? Does anybody in this room own or drive an E250 for the rideshare business, right? Anybody drive an E250? The reason why I ask is this car in front of me, TCP 32500-B, brand new car, blue tech. That's why I'm saying it's a brand new car. This guy is probably driving on one or two of the upper class Uber and Lyft platforms. But with that car now, he's sitting in position. Can you see that? Right here, right there, guys. He's sitting right there, right outside of LAX, waiting, following the phone like I am to see if his client is arriving, right? To see if the plane is coming in, right? And this guy here, right here, There's the plane. See it, baby? Delta in the house. So, yeah, we've got some tourists there. You see some, hey, welcome to California. Welcome to California. California is full of gorgeous women. California. 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 LA Dodgers. You guys are wearing the right hat. Are you from LA? You're wearing the right cap, my friend.
Thank you.
Welcome to LA. We're welcoming our brothers and sisters to LA. Hey, buddy, how are you? Anyway, this guy here is making money. He paid for that little thing down there, that TCP. He paid $800 to $1,000 if he got it inexpensively. But it is his license. It is her license to print money, right? To print money. Cool crowd. If you can see, just judging by the temperatures, everybody's in shorts. Sometimes right across the way there at Melody, there's a little bar that's open 24/7. I go and watch the sports events there sometimes early in the morning, right? And then waiting on my clients. Hollywood stars tattoos over there. I don't get tattoos. Rent a car, you got van and SUV rentals right over there. But most importantly, we have this here, In-N-Out Burger. And a lot of my private clients want In-N-Out burgers. So they say, hey, I have a quick request. Can you run in there quickly and go and get me a double or animal fries? And I'll put it in the car. Yes, it's CVS taking the live stream with you. Just stream with us, baby. Stream with us, man. Stream with us. Be with us. Stay with us. Connect with us. There's another TCP in the house. This guy's going to go into the drive-thru and he's going to go and get himself a burger, right? You need your chauffeur license, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, I saw a guy, I asked a guy, he had a VW Beetle convertible with a TCP. I said, do you get clients in that convertible Beetle? He goes, yeah, I do tours. I do private tours. I drive them around and make a few $100s per day. And how can he do that? Because he's got that TCP. He applied. So please, 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 my friends, look into the private chauffeur license. Look into the licensing. My bro, Alex at businessrocket.com. Businessrocket.com. He does that, right? Hit him up and say, Torsten Rideshare Professor sent you, you want the best price. No matter what state you're in, whether you're in Florida, Alabama, Texas, California, you guys want to go out there, spend that little bit of extra money and get yourself those digits, right? Right? If I go out here, let me do this quick recon here. So, see there? That's the TCP right there. And I can tell you right now that this Escalade, my car's running, so I've got to keep an eye on my car. See this Escalade, bottom left, has a TCP. And the guy's all dressed sharply with clients inside. All his clients, he's got a full car. And he is taking them through In-N-Out. He's getting paid for that, right? So yeah, here we are there. You see the TCP? There it is. There's the TCP. There's In-N-Out right over here. There's my car over there, right? That's the Platinum, baby. That's the $100,000 car. And we are now going to go and pick up my last call for the day. I might do 1 or 2 Uber or Lyft trips today using my destination filter. Here's an Uber driver. Here they come, here they come, here they come. I want to see if I'm going to get inside if I can see another Uber driver here. I think here's one coming right now. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. There it is, Uber in the house. Uber in the house. You saw him. Uber in the house. Crazy, wild man. Crazy. You need to do a video breaking this down. I'll break it down for you. Cents and dollars. Make you richer. Put it in your piggy bank. Do the trip, put it in your piggy bank. Reinvest. Make $1, make a cent. Anyway, I'm pumped up. I think I'm still on a high, man. I'm not even tired, and I've had like 2 hours sleep in the last. We're going on to 40 hours. Whoop, whoop. Deanna's in the house. Chicago representation from the beautiful city of Chicago. Give our friend Gio a shout out in Chicago. Oh, here's another guy, a rideshare guy driving super fast. Uber and Lyft on the back. There he is. That's an XL who's in a rush. Maybe his client needs to. Oh, another plane. What is that? WestJet? WestJet? You're kidding me. Anyway, it's a nice little place to chill out here. I'm gonna head in, guys. Can I get 50 thumbs up? First, you need a car, preferably an XL, preferably an SUV, or a luxury car like a Mercedes S550 or a car like that. That's what you need. You need a car. Then your car is obviously registered as a regular vehicle. Then you have to register your car as a commercial vehicle. You have to change the registration to commercial at the DMV. Then you have to get the car weighed. You have to get a weighing bill. Then you have to get yourself an LLC. Then you have to apply and pay the fees to the state, to whatever state you're in. Then you're looking at about 6 to 8 weeks before the paperwork comes back. You can show you have a company, you have a commercial vehicle, you've paid all the state fees, and then you get your number, right? You get your number. And that number, if you build it out with multiple cars like I have, is worth a lot. My buddy just sold his 5 TCP licenses and the LLC for $35,000, right? It has value. If you have no blemish on your license, just like a realtor, it has value, right? Next plane. These suckers are coming in at like a rate of every 2 minutes, right? Town and country, dude, turn it into a Uber, Lyft, and chauffeur car. Please, kiddo, go and look into the licensing of your state and mix it up with these boys. Because today I'm putting 100% in my pocket. I'm not giving that 60% to Uber. I'm not giving that 60% to Lyft. No, I'm putting 100% in Torsten Rideshare Professor's pocket. Less my expenses, less gasoline, less maintenance, less depreciation, right? Oswaldo's in the house. Oswaldo's in the house. Oswaldo, we're down here at In-N-Out. I'm hungry. I just don't have the time to get a burger. We've been rolling with the stream now for, wow, 62 minutes. Where's the next plane? I can hear planes taking off. But yeah, this is a very, very popular spot. There's one right over there. There's another one right over here. There's another one right over there. There's a lot of people that are right there, guys. There's a Ford Expedition. You see it? You guys see the Ford Expedition? Look closely. Lyft sticker, Uber sticker, and that's a chauffeur driver. That guy is driving on 3 platforms. That guy is making money. Like me, Uber, Lyft, private chauffeur, right? Get out of your comfort zone. Start the process. Yes, do we hate paperwork? Of course we do. Yes, do we hate handing over $800 to the state? Yes, we hate that. But guys, once you through that uncomfortable zone, it gets more comfortable, more comfortable, more comfortable, to a point that you don't even have to do Uber comfort trips. You can do your own comfort trips and comfortably put in 100% of those monies into your pocket. My friends, Sacramento was staged. We covered a lot. I just need Tommy made it in. I'm leaving right now, but I need 50 of these, guys. 50 of these. We're gonna keep it wild. Only the brave survive, and we're creating a successful living. There comes Air Canada, bringing in the Canadian tourists. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Hey guys from Vancouver, hi guys from Toronto, come and spend your money in LA. We'll drive you, pay us. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. There we go. JP Stone, Rana, good to see you yesterday, my friend. Good. Lorenzo in the house. Love, love, love. Tommy. All love back to all you guys in the house. It was a great feed, one of my shorter feeds. Keto in the house. I think most areas are saturated. Don't think like that. Even in a saturated ocean full of fish. Go and become the main fish, the main player. Don't let the word saturation hurt you, guys. You got to create within the saturation, right? Turn every negative into a positive, right? This word, oh, it's too saturated, I'm not getting trips. Be different. The way you be different is you go out and like this guy, like me, like the other guy over there. That guy is Uber, Lyft, and TCP, right? He has a Ford Expedition. What did he pay for it? Maybe $45,000, $50,000 if he bought it from a dealer. Maybe $22,000 if he bought it at a dealer auction. But now he went and spent that $800 and he's making money. So get creative, even in a saturated market. I want you guys to get creative. This plane is about to land. I need to go. I'm just going to check, is there heavy traffic? No, there's not heavy traffic in. I'm going to get in very quickly to the airport. Should take me from this point. Southwest, baby, Southwest. Terminal 1. Terminal 1 at LAX. Terminal 2 Delta. Terminal 3 Delta. In the Horseshoe International, Tom Bradley. Terminal 4 American Airlines. Terminal 5 JetBlue. Terminal 6 Air Canada, Alaska. Terminal 7 United Airlines. Terminal 8 no name. Know your airports, my friend, and you'll get in and out very quickly. Time is money in our game. I love you. I'm now starting to just ramble because I'm tired. I'm trying to keep myself awake. You guys are keeping myself awake. 48 hours later, 2 hours sleep. It's time to hustle. Do the hustle. Do the hustle. Do the hustle. See ya. See ya. Rock and roll, my friends. Text me tomorrow, say, hey, it's Keto, and then let's get on the phone, Keto. Alamo, be safe, you too. Retro, appreciate you, my friend. Carlos, comfort is killing UberX. You see? Now, did Uber think this through? This is now hurting the X drivers. Yes, it's Maria. I don't understand how these guys think. They're reporting back somebody who's hurting in UberX because of these comfort trips. Wrong. They are wrong. They shouldn't be doing this. Well, guess what? They just created another little algorithm and they're testing another little app. Their 10,000th upgrade, not 2.0, but 10,000.0, changing it. Alaska, we welcome you. A lot of those flying from Hawaii. Laters Mark, Reggae Me, because the people who wanted bigger normally get XL. True. Carlos G. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I try to keep it down to the last second. I try to draw this out. That plane has just touched the tarmac and my services are needed. Stay cool, be cool, all of you are cool. Alex Kaplan, you haven't caught one of the live streams. You just caught it in time, my friend. Enjoy. Bye, guys. Arrivederci. Mille grazie. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao, ciao bella. À votre santé. Au revoir. Tot ziens. Blessings to you.